Hey everyone, and
Hey,
welcome back for another SCS software stream. If you're joining us for the very first time, welcome along. We're live streaming to you live on YouTube and on Twitch. And my name is Alex. I'm one of your community managers here at SCS Software. Joining us in the studio, though, live in Prague, we have Peter, who's also one of our community managers. Great to have you with us, Peter. How are you doing this evening?
hi Alex, I'm great as always. What about you?
Yeah, not doing too bad. You know, it's been a busy week. There's a lot happening, a lot of excitement
That
happening
is
in the
true.
office. And it's the tension and excitement is building. But we'll talk more about that in the future. But we've also got another special guest in the studio with us. Abbe, it's great to have you, our map DLC lead for the Germany rework. It's great to have you along with us. How are you doing today?
Thank you. It's a pleasure to having me. I'm fine. It's
That's
been a
great.
great day.
I'm glad to hear that. And we're just discussing before the stream. It's been a while since we last had you on the stream, maybe like 2 years or so. Like you were last on for Austria.
Yeah, that's true. And
It's
I already missed it, to be honest.
yeah, I mean, you're in a different studio now. Last time we were in the old office, and now you're in the new one. How are you liking the new studio? Is it nice and big and spacious?
Yeah, it's awesome. Very spacious. Everything's more professional, I would say.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. You got that nice big desk as well. Plenty of space for everybody in the studio. Well, if you're joining us, everybody, we're going to be taking a look at the Germany rework and talking to Abbe more about the kind of work that's happened in the area for the Germany rework. Of course, this isn't just a recent thing that's happened for 1.51, although there has been then kind of the new additions there in today's update for Euro Truck Simulator 2. But there's also been kind of many different, how would you put it, like kind of phases, I guess is the correct word. Would you describe it as? Yeah.
This is the fifth or sixth phase. It depends on who is counting them.
Yes, that's true, internally or externally. And well, we want to delve a little bit into the Germany rework and talk about, how it started, kind of maybe some of the research, some of how, the team works and how, a rework actually happens. Because there's actually a lot of work that happens during a rework. And I know you said that you had kind of a bit of a plan to show us around some cities. Where did you have in mind to take us first?
We will start in Bremen or Bremenhaven to be more precise. We will then move to Bremen proper. Then we'll see some of the nice landscapes and move to Osnabrück.
Mm-hmm.
From there we'll move to Duisburg, which was released in update 150, and I believe that we will have enough time also to move to Kassel, and that's it.
Well, fingers crossed, Peter, that you can get us there safely. How are you
I
feeling
hope so.
about that journey? You got the trip planned out. Peter's our dedicated driver today. And we're also hauling the new Kugel trailers that we just recently released.
Yes.
And we're going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway for those as well. At the end of the stream, we've got a few keys to give away. So stick around definitely for sure if you want to get your hand on one of those. But we're going to hit the road. Peter, how are you feeling about the trip?
Well, I'm feeling good. I wanted to take a look at this part of Germany because I wrote like most of the blogs. I think you wrote one, and I thought it looked really great. So I'm eager to take a look at it from the in-game perspective.
Absolutely. And I just got to say, before we kind of start off and kind of, delving into the information about the Germany rework, as somebody who spends quite a bit of time in Germany, I got to say, I'm pretty impressed by the details and how much you've managed to squeeze in, you and the team and everyone else involved in the Germany rework, because it absolutely looks fantastic. And I think I could probably say on behalf of a lot of the community as well that they would hopefully agree with that as well. It really looks fantastic, and it's really given the area a new breath of life. It's it looks fantastic.
Thanks.
Yeah, it really does.
Absolutely. Well, let's get on the way then. But first of all, for those who aren't really familiar with the project of the Germany Rework, I kind of wanted to ask, where did it all kind of begin? Do you know much of the history of how it all started?
Oh, this is maybe 6 years ago or so. No, not 6, maybe only 5. When SCS started to reskin old highways in Germany. Maybe you remember it. It was only a quick reskin, doing new brushes, new terrain materials and such, but nothing really new. But later we had enough time to move to Rework cities, which is, I don't know, 3 years ago maybe we started with, or 2 years ago with Hanover was first released city. And from there it's been 2 years in fact, and we hope that this year, if we will have a little bit of luck, we'll finish the rest of Germany Rework.
That would be absolutely fantastic. And I gotta ask, how many people are involved actually in the team?
Yeah, that's I'll start our rework team is 15 people, around 15 people. But these are not only the ones that do German rework or German cities rework, but also the Swiss rework or other projects that are prepared right now or in production. So our team is big. You need. Oh, okay. Sorry. Wrong junction. Sorry. So 15 people is a large team, but we are in a smaller teams which are doing German cities, Swiss rework, or other projects that are secret now, as far as I know.
Well, it sounds like you got a good kind of experienced team. Then obviously, if they've worked on previous projects, they've kind of been able to build up some experience, then put into the Germany Rework. Is that correct?
Mostly.
Yeah.
Because most of my people are in SCS for 3, or the core troop is from Austria team, Rework team, and later we got new souls to work with. And some of them are in SCS for only just a year.
Pretty fresh, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, a guy who made Osnabrück and Magdeburg, these are his first cities he ever made.
Well, it sounds like it changes all of the time, and that you've had lots of different people kind of almost come and go a little bit with the new people as well. But that gives them a lot of kind of good time to build up skills and such, and then move on to other projects. Is that correct?
This was one of the theories, but in the end, my team is very stable, in a fluctuation of people.
Can you write me the command, Benny, please?
So we have just dedicated team for reworks in the end.
Got it. Well, it's interesting to know actually, because obviously I imagine as a lead you're always kind of having to look to how to adapt and utilize people in their best way possible, and kind of maybe even experiment a little bit as well.
Write it in the chat.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm glad that I am not robbed of people like often.
Mm-hmm.
It happens, of course, because the DLCs are more important than Rework.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hi.
Yeah,
That's
so
true. Well, I wasn't expecting Mark to roll in, but I think we're just having a little bit of a technical issue. Hi, Mark. It's good to have you here. That was very sly. I like it. Sorry about the distraction, folks. But that is certainly very interesting. And on this most recent 1.51 kind of like project with the cities included in this latest update, which I believe are the cities of, if I remember, Bremen, Kassel, Osnabrück, and Magdeburg.
yeah.
How many people were involved in that? Did you say it was the 15? Was that correct?
In these four, like Bremen was made by three people in this particular update. But for example, Bremen were done in more than it took like more than half a year.
Mm-hmm.
So there were parallel updates or reworks ongoing of Rhineland, which was in 150 update. These are 4 cities, and I believe that there were around 6 to 8 people working on it during the production.
Okay.
And it took more than a year to make.
Wow, that is impressive. Absolutely. And how far are we from our first city, Peter? By the way,
Well, I think we are just arriving.
approaching.
Right?
We're just arriving in Bremen. Perfect. That is perfect
Exactly.
timing. Because we wanted to check out this first city. Now, this one is a part of today's 1.51 update, which came out this morning. If you haven't checked it out already on our blog, blog.scssoft.com, you'll find a full blog there with all the information you need to know about what's included in this free update for Euro Truck Simulator 2. But tell us a little bit more about Bremen. Was it like a kind of a difficult area to work with? Because Germany is quite compact in some areas, isn't it?
Yeah, we always fight with the space.
Yes.
That's our biggest enemy. You can see now area of brewery, which we couldn't include. So there's only a beverage factory in our game. By the way. So I start with a fun fact. Bremen is the smallest German state, consisting only of 2 cities, Bremenhaven and Bremen. So we have a whole German state in our game now. And it was difficult to fit in everything I wanted when we started with production, but in the end I believe that the decision to make a Bremenhaven, which is pretty far from Bremen proper, was a good one. So we had enough space for this part of a city, and 2 bridges across the river, which are pretty spectacular, I would say.
Yeah, the view across the river is really nice, and the Bremenhaven port turned out really great, I would say. It's like this really big, beautiful industrial part.
This was also questionable if we will make only a container part or a cars part, because both are important, but in the end we managed to do them both with some magic tricks of overlapping areas. I think this exactly space is the most beautiful in Bremen, with these Hanseatic League like houses, and now there will be mostly big roads or highways, and we'll move to Osnabrück, which is pretty different city.
Yeah, I do love this area. I think I've seen this particular spot in a screenshot before, with kind of like the tram lines overhead, and with that historical building front there as well, and of course the river as we're going over it. And I believe, is that the Weser River? Is it?
I believe so.
Yeah, I don't know. My girlfriend will probably kill me since she's from Germany. My pronunciation on that, butchering it. But yeah, really lovely, and especially there with like the old sailboat that they have there as well. And that's something that I notice about these reworked areas, is that there's so much detail that's been paid attention to and packed in. And but I do have to ask about the road network. How did you kind of decide what roads to include? Because I imagine it's quite hard to research where trucks would actually be traveling.
Yeah, we have a few like autobahn maps, so we can we have some general idea, but mostly we start from the other end, I would say. We'll pick a few industries that are either important, or we would like to have them in these cities. For example, in Bremen we had a farm, so we wanted or needed to keep it, even though that we have no good space for it. And then we changed previously released part of a road to incorporate farm there. So this is usually my first step, and the second step is or first and a half is if there is something like nice or interesting inside of a city, because I do like to drive through historical parts of the cities, such. So these are two components which I then try to connect together, and then we will check if trucks are allowed there, or we will make some nasty tricks like with construction sites. For example, in Nuremberg, there is a construction site in historical part of a city, so we can drive along old city defenses.
And I think that's important, right? Is kind of finding that balance, and that's a very difficult job as well. To have your mix of kind of like landmarks and interesting buildings for players to see, and that best represent the city on a scale as well, but also having lots of more practical areas like depots and industries.
And this is probably like step 3. Just leave everything that can be left, because there are marshes that I was instructed to mention them by a guy who made Bremen, and
they look fantastic.
Really nice.
Yes, he has a knack for it. Back to step 3. So we will just leave something that is not necessary to have in a game, because the amount of things that are interesting or that we can incorporate is so huge that we will always leave something behind.
Yeah, it's a shame, because obviously there's so much that could be potentially there, but because of course of the scale, it just doesn't work out. But I think you did a great job on choosing such a great selection of things from what I've seen in these cities. You found a really nice balance. I imagine there was meetings galore about having lists and like crossing out which ones not to have and what to have, and deciding and such like this as well. I imagine it got quite to be a complicated process. when it came to that. But sorry, were you going to say something? Did you ever say something more to it, or would you want me to move to the next question?
We can move to the next question.
Okay, cool. I was going to ask then, actually, about for those who aren't so familiar with how a rework works. Usually, in most cases, it might be that we actually just take the entire old kind of area and just delete it, right? Is that the case with the Germany Rework? Is that true?
We have like two associated words. One is reskin, which is part we are drawing through right now, which was there. We just moved a bit with highways or roads, changed terrain materials, changed vegetation and such. But that's almost it. And then there is a rework, which is like we nuke the area, we delete everything and start from scratches up, and like we change road system, we change industries, we change everything. Yeah.
How big of an area do you like change around the cities that you rework?
That's good question. Usually the least available amount. So with Bremen, it was in the original layout there were two big junctions. We deleted them, changed them to just one big junction. And that's almost it in the question of a road layout. The same goes with Osnabrück, I believe. We changed a bit one junction or two, and that's almost it. So.
Yeah, interesting to know. It's actually interesting because I imagine it's hard to find where those kind of like cut-off points would be, and it's interesting to know the thought process that goes into behind that, and what's behind the plan when it comes to reworking these cities. And was it hard to kind of like decide where to rework next, or did you have like it all planned from the beginning, from all those years ago, kind of the journey you would make to rework everything?
Yes, we had a plan. We tried to stick to it for like first year, and then changed everything because Rhineland was so a huge beast that it was not manageable in a original plan. So for example, Munich and Mannheim were planned for phase 3, which was before Rhineland, which was phase 4, and they will be in. They are not still done.
Still work in progress.
or they are not still released.
Gotcha. Well, always excited for more content in the future. And I think, are we not too far away from our next city, Peter?
Yeah, it seems
how far
like
away?
that because the GPS is getting
Get a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure I didn't want to.
We have a lot of waypoints here. Oh, I see. Because we are going in a circle.
Round.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was giving points there, I wanted to be sure that we won't leave anything that's important or interesting in it.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that we won't going on to a big question before we headed through the city. Otherwise, we might miss kind of some of the stuff through the city. So let's drive on into Osnabrück. And what can you tell us about this city? Is there any interesting points about it?
There was, or as is usual in German cities rework, we fought a lot with the space. You can see it right now, to be honest, because we are still on a junction, and both in a junction and on a junction and in a city. But in the end, I think that we have there everything that was important. In the original city, there was a river port, which we will be like moving around in a few seconds. So this was one of the priorities for me to have it in it, and in ideal situation to have some industry. So we managed to fit in a scrapyard. And also I liked in a city or the part where road. This is it.
Look at that! You got the industry on the side there as well.
Oh, yeah,
Beautiful,
that's nice.
really nice.
Oh, I remember this location.
Nice.
We delivered there before, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in one of the screenshots. This one, but
Yeah.
the truck was standing in the opposite direction.
Yeah,
it's a really nice one.
Yeah. Also, I will mention here in the grass there are some stairs and something
Oh yeah.
between
see
it. I believe it's some kind of a pond for fireworkers or some kind of a anti-flooding thing.
That is interesting.
And I think that these small details like live up the whole experience while driving through cities.
I gotta say though,
yeah.
I love how green this city is. There's so much vegetation everywhere. Like there's so many trees just lining the streets. Germany has always been very kind of good at keeping their cities green in that way. And I got to give a big shout out to the kind of like the vegetation or vegetable team, you know, for creating these lovely assets as well, and I'm sure helping out with the research of it, because it looks fantastic. And I kind of love, these are some of my more kind of favorite roads to drive through, is ones with like lots of trees and kind of residential areas, the smaller narrow roads.
Yeah,
They look really good.
I will mention also, but yeah, I believe it's on the left right now. There's just smaller like touches with some sheds or something that makes it more believable than just few models given next to each other. So yeah.
And you got some of the graffiti here on the right represented as well. Some of the street art of the people.
That's a great detail that you wouldn't maybe even think of, but it really adds the atmosphere, right?
Yeah. I honestly hate all these like parts for bicycles. All the red thingies that are around. There is a interesting mill on the right. Yeah.
That's nice.
It's a water mill.
This was a mill, and I believe there is also a tower, like this tower. It was for gingerbread, perník.
Oh yeah.
Something it's called. This perník term maybe, or something like this. It's been like a year I designed the main points of interest for Osnabrück, so I'm maybe remembering wrong.
A bit of time gone past, yeah. And of course you had there a bit of the historical kind of city centre as well that it's known for, and coming through the city here as well. Love it. Looks really good. It looks really, really nice. It's a nice city. I don't think I've ever visited there myself in real life. Have you had the chance to visit many of the German cities for yourself? Did you do any research trips or anything like this? Or
yeah, we were on a research trip like almost 2 years ago, and the main focus point was for Hamburg, Rostock, and Kiel, which were made back then. So I missed Osnabrück and whole western part, unfortunately.
Did you see any kind of like main differences between, driving and kind of like in where you are now in Czechia and then in Germany? Are the roads like too much difference or not really?
This is a trick question, I believe, because I don't have a driving license yet.
Oh, do you not? Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, well, I did not know that.
I'm making it right now.
Hey, best of luck. I know that's not easy. I know.
Thanks.
It's not easy.
I grew up in Prague, and public transport here is like one of the best in the world. So
yeah, that's true. That I just wanted to say that this street that we just drove through is really nice. You have like a combination of older and like more modern, or maybe not modern but older historic houses and like normal houses, and it's really nice. Well, shame you can see only half of it now, but really nice street.
Oh, I see my my wife in chat. No, but free.
That is the best username. I love that. I love that. Yeah, and of course, these buildings, these residential places and buildings that we see, obviously thought have to go into them as well, because no matter where you are in Europe or in the US, of course, they will have their own kind of unique shapes, designs, and colors that, when you drive through them in real life, you see them, and you got to best represent that in the game as well, to then make it kind of feel like you're actually there. I gotta say, you've done an excellent job. It looks like a very kind of typical German buildings you would definitely see around that area.
Yeah,
I'm sure you take lots of pictures of those as well when you're on your trips, right?
Yeah, thanks. I will give full credit to our research department, also for my map designers, because a lot of requested houses are from them, but a huge work is done by a research department, and it is not an easy task. In Germany, for example, or even is in Switzerland, because these are one is a huge country, and the second one is on the borders of 3 different countries with different like building styles. So it's hard to choose just a few of buildings to have to represent like whole area.
Absolutely as well. And of course, it's not just the buildings either. There's all the kind of the little details that maybe you might miss while you're driving. Everything to like kind of little vehicles and farms you see on the side here, and like little fence lines to maybe some road signs and such as well. Those are all very important and all add up when you're creating an area to make it feel like the place that you're actually driving through, from the driver's perspective. Oh,
yeah.
Hello, did we lose internet?
we can still hear you, Alex, but your your video just froze. Oh, maybe. I hope you will figure it out soon.
Yeah. So we will move to Duisburg, I believe.
Yeah, sure.
I have a problem with Duisburg and Düsseldorf, as they are next to each other, and I.
Oh, okay. I was just scared that I am driving in the opposite direction, but I'm
No.
just going on a highway, and we are actually only just now leaving Osnabrück, so quite a trip to Duisburg still. Yeah, but these cities are pretty close together, so it shouldn't be such a long drive.
Well, apologies, folks. I did lose my connection there for a second. It seems like
it's okay.
Yeah, my video froze,
glad
but
to have you back.
yeah, the connection froze for me, but apparently you could still hear me. So anyway, we're back anyway. So I apologize if I missed anything at the end there. Really quick question though, that chat. We're going to ask chat some questions just to give the guys in the studio a quick little break and breather from all the talking. How are you finding the Germany rework? For those who have had a chance to kind of truck through some of the previous areas that have already been reworked, or if you've had a chance to drive through 1.51 today, how are you finding it? Do you have any kind of like favorite parts of Germany to truck through since the rework phases have happened?
Yeah,
I'd love to hear your feedbacks.
This is a difficult question.
It is a difficult question, you're right.
But I believe that my most favorite city from all the Germany in ETS2 is Osnabrück. I believe it has the proper mix for me of scale, as it is pretty small city for Germany at least. The level of details, the whole layout design, which is partly of course my work, but also work of map designer who made it. As we tried, or at least I try to give them as free, to be as free as is possible when even partly designing cities, because the more you are involved in design part, the more you love this part usually, like Osnabrück, and then you give all your heart into it and working on it.
That's a good choice. I like it.
Yeah, it's true. Osnabrück is a really nice city, especially like the number of detail that is in there is amazing.
Yeah.
Like the mail was really nice, and other parts of it as well. So
yeah. And just few others will be probably Nuremberg, Rhineland, probably Cologne the most. Rostock and Travemünde.
All solid locations. I gotta say, from the chat here, we have Jews TV, and they say, as a person living in the 1.50 rework area, especially Cologne, is spot on. Considering the scale, it couldn't have been done better. So some nice praise there coming from the chat as well. And I gotta agree with them. I'm gonna be a bit biased as well, because that's where my girlfriend lives near to Cologne. So I actually travel through there quite a lot, maybe like once like every couple of months. I pass through Cologne. And it's a busy city. It's a very busy city. That whole northwest Rhineland area is so compact with just so many cities and little towns and such, and like it must have been so difficult, but for the scale that you worked with and the details that you included, it looked really spot on. Like it really is pretty much like a spitting image, almost, virtually, in my eyes anyway.
Actually, I gotta say that Cologne is also my favorite city, but because that's where the duck is.
The duck. Yeah, we talked about the duck.
I didn't know about the duck.
This is the second.
I'll punish one of my designers.
No, don't punish. We need more ducks.
Yeah,
we need more ducks.
Yeah,
or maybe I forgot.
It's actually amazing, and it's not like you would say, why is it there? Because I guess it's possible to see a duck on a bridge, maybe not on the fence, but
yeah,
but it's
definitely
really nice, and it made my day when we saw it the first time. And
because you turned around. You're like, wait a second, because we were just driving under the bridge, and then you're like, did I just see a duck? And I didn't see it. You turned around, and there it was. We went up on the developer camera and zoomed up to it, and it's just a little duck sitting on the railings. Really nice. We need more of those kind of things, and of course, I imagine there's quite a bit of like Easter eggs hidden around the different kind of areas. Maybe there's a few little fun things here and there, but obviously we don't want to spoil them all, because we want people to find them, right?
There are some bears, like bears. Sorry, not beers.
Oh, bears. Yeah. Let's go. Direct. Let's go, Peter. Go.
In Dortmund, maybe you will find some. And also another fun fact, or just anecdote about Dortmund. Maybe you will remember the tram station, like a landmark tram station there with a lot of glass near a junction which goes to a city. This one was originally made from like a small pieces of we call them shapes, or like beams, and small parts of a glass shaped into this landmark train station. Before we asked asset department to make us one. These are the things that map designers do to just get some steam off and just reset for more hard work.
Understandable. I mean, you gotta do it. This is nice as well. I like this.
Beautiful. Do you know,
That is
is
really
this
nice.
like a... Does this building have some kind of history or purpose?
It has. I don't remember what it is, to be honest. But for this whole big junction was also one of the priorities for us to have. Maybe you know Martin, who worked with us a few years ago. And he asked us to have it, and we were okay. This spaghetti monstrum needs to be there. It's now we have a bigger junction than ATS, and this is worth it.
Wow, yeah, it's an impressive looking junction, I gotta say. And of course, when you're in the big cities, you kind of need them to help with the flow of traffic and kind of to spread everybody out. Of course, it gets pretty busy in some areas of Germany, especially the more popular spots in the north or in the capital as well. So, but it's impressive that you've been able to kind of like squeeze them in here, between all the different cities.
Yeah, I believe that in Rhineland area, in our four cities and Essen are like next to each other, and 3 of them are one of the 10 most populous cities in Germany. Also, Cologne for sure, Essen, and one of the 3Ds.
That's cool. That is really, really cool. All right. Are we not too far away from our next destination, by the way, Peter? How far are we off?
Yeah, I think we should be driving into the city any time.
That would be just
into Duisburg, which
junction,
is again another very popular city, and I will have to give a mention here because we can't obviously quite ignore it. But of course, there is also a community mod that's existed for a very long time in the community called Truckers MP, and one of the most popular roads in that modification is the Calais to Duisburg road, and people seem to love this route, and there's always so many people on it, and Duisburg is a very popular city, and I'm sure lots of people are very familiar with this city, so I imagine there's been a lot of eyes on Duisburg since this update, and it's a really nice update actually.
Yeah, thank you. We were a bit afraid about some changes we made, because E40, which goes to, I believe it's E40, which goes to Duisburg to Belgium. It is one of the most favorite roads, and changing it to like a proper highway we were a bit scared about these changes.
Wow.
And maybe about more changes if we will do Benelux in the future. Maybe.
Yeah.
This
maybe.
city
Who knows?
I almost forgot to turn.
Yeah.
Like from the bridge, it looked so huge.
It
I
is.
mean, it is. It is a big city. It is a big.
Yeah,
it is a
this
very
was
big city.
sorry to interrupt you, but this whole area with crossings and everything was a little nightmare for us. because the way the whole road system works, it is very hard to put so many crossroads in one place. But in the end we managed it, and also many thanks to our road department.
I mean, there's so many people that are like hands-on involved in the project. It's amazing. Yeah, it looks really, really good. And of course, Duisburg isn't just famous for kind of like being a busy city and for its industry as well, but also not just by land, but also by water, right? Because there's also a really big port as well in Duisburg. Yes.
There are big river ports, like both in Duisburg and Düsseldorf, and in Cologne as well. So we were like, okay, we will have 3 river ports in here, or we will like leave 1 or 2 and have some other industry in it.
You had to represent it one way. Of course, you here got the impressive kind of cathedrals as well, which you'll find quite a few of across Germany. And it's impressive, isn't it? Look at it.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
This is a Rathaus, I believe. And if you will slow down a bit, there is this reconstruction of a medieval building, just to have idea of how big it was or something. And there are some walls that were found during archaeological dig in
so they just built a frame to kind of
just to frame the whole mass of a original building.
That's nice.
It's a clever way to represent it, and I'm liking that's a nice little detail that you also decided to include in there among all the different kind of looking buildings here. And this bridge as well here.
I love like these kinds of industrial architecture, and also a girl who made this city, who worked on it. So it was always like a discussion. Okay, we will need this thing, and we will need that thing. So we will leave like 3 other things or 4.
I believe the name of that bridge, I'm going to try to pronounce it. The Schwanentorbruck. 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 It's a vertical lift bridge. Is that correct? I believe it is.
So you can
the same one there.
So you can lift it up to the whole bridge, so boats can cross under it.
Yes, straight up.
I'm not sure to be honest. We have this rotating bridge in Cologne, in a like a secret area part.
Ooh. Haven't seen that one yet. I haven't seen that one for myself. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go looking for that one.
If you know where the scrapyard is, the scrapyard itself is placed on an island, and you can like enter via one bridge and then leave via second bridge, and the second one, the smaller one, is can rotate if you have enough luck. You will see it. Maybe.
We will, yeah. I'm liking all the comments coming in on our Twitch chat, by the way, of people saying like, "Oh, it's so cool that you're kind of like driving alongside the tram here as well." Yeah, of course, we had to represent the iconic trams. There's so many of them across Germany, and in most of the cities, I think trams are quite a popular network.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
We had a bit of luck with trams that are used in Germany, that the mass of the tram or the shape is almost not identical, but pretty similar, so we can just use a few different trams and just to make different paint jobs for it to represent each city they are used in.
It makes sense. It does make sense. But also, very quickly, going back just about the ports there, the one there in Duisburg is called the Duisburgen Hafen, which is the world's largest inland port, which is pretty impressive. And the traffic that you kind of see there going through 20,000 ships and 25,000 trains per year, because you have both tracks going into the port and also ships, of course, and they handle 3.6 million containers a year. So just to kind of give you an idea of how much kind of like traffic goes through on the Rhine River there as well. It's not just on the land, it's also by the water, and representing that is impressive.
It's similar with the Bremerhaven port near Bremen, right? It's a kind of a main hub for car transportation. I don't know, I think like 2 million cars go in and out of that port a year.
Yeah, this was one of the reasons we wanted Bremenhaven to have, because it's one of the most important car ports in Europe, and also I believe fourth largest, or the largest container port in Europe as well. The first two are, I believe, Rotterdam and Arnhem. The third one is Hamburg, and fourth should be Bremenhaven.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of these kind of like reoccurring industries across Germany, and another thing that's reoccurring that we can see here is the TV towers as well. There's plenty of those across Germany, and it's good to see those from a distance.
But that's not in Duisburg, right?
No, this is Dortmund, I believe. Which is mostly represented by this highway, as a city. But this was one of the problems with Germany, that almost every city has some kind of cars industry, and maybe go up there.
Okay.
Because we will have a better view of a city, and I believe around on a next side there should be a bear, or few meters away.
Wonder what this guy is looking for.
Seems a bit lost over there.
It looks like his car is supposed to be parked there, but it's not.
Yeah, looks like.
Where is my car?
Yeah, car industries are like in every German city, almost every. So to have some variations, we need to drop a few of them.
Understandable as well. Well, I do got to point out, unfortunately, because I hate to interrupt, but the time is running fast with us, and I know we've got a bit of a tight schedule today, so I wanted to make sure that we're going to be kind of wrapping things up pretty soon as we go through the city. So really quickly, chat, as we're going through this last part of the city here, as we mentioned at the start of the stream, we're going to do a quick giveaway. So if you want to have the opportunity to win the Kugel trailer pack, we have 3 keys to give away. And this is only possible if you're watching on Twitch. There's a couple of house rules. One, we're going to do a keyword, and we'll give you that keyword in just a moment. And you just type that once into the chat, and you'll get entered into the giveaway. And if you win, you need your Twitch whispers on, so I can contact you after the stream. Otherwise, if you don't, then we're unable to give you a prize. So if you'd like to enter that, it's for Twitch watchers only. The keyword is Germany. Very obvious, very easy. Germany is the keyword. So if you want to enter into that for the Kugel Traeger pack to win one of those keys, type your entries in now. You've got 3 minutes. You've got 3 minutes to do that. Sorry for interrupting. I only wanted to talk about the city a little bit. Apologies.
That's a lot of Germans. Turkey, okay. I believe we are close into a tram station. It can be seen on the horizon, let's say, which was originally done from small parts, like, I don't know, few hundred parts of it. Also, in a few cases with more details than this one model. As the map designer who did it, she put there also knobs next to steel beams.
So it's not actually like a whole model of tram station, but it's like made of smaller parts.
It was. Right now it's just one model. But as I mentioned earlier, when map designer needs to get some steam off, they sometimes just sculpt new models out of small pieces, and this one was like almost unrecognizable from like proper landmark that even our asset lead was, oh, I don't remember this landmark.
That is cool. That is cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Good stuff. All right. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to have time to get to another city. Where are we at right now, Peter? Where on the map?
Well, it says 2 hours and 40 minutes in game to get to Kassel. Well, actually, to get
Kassel.
not to Kassel, but to the
through everything.
To the last checkpoint. Or
I'm not sure if we're gonna make it all the way. If we really wanted to go there, maybe we could use the teleport function or do that, or we can just call it here, because I think we've seen and learned lots and lots of cool things for sure. But I just wanted to make sure we get that time on the end.
I guess it's okay. Like it's just a few minutes, you know.
Just a few minutes. You sure?
Yeah, we are. Yeah. We should be there in under 10 minutes, so I guess it's all
okay.
right. Yeah.
Okay, that's all good. Okay, no problem. Well, we'll keep on going then. Remember, chat, we do have that giveaway going right now. Keyword is going to be ending in 10 seconds, actually, just above my head. So make sure you've entered already. Germany is that keyword, ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. There we go. We got our eligible users. Good luck to everybody that's entered. This is for the Kugel trailer pack, which was recently released for Euro Truck Simulator 2. Let's start off rolling the winners. And drum roll. Do you have a drum roll sound yet on your soundboard? You do. There it is. Perfect. Don't have to do it. I don't have to do it myself. First one is RB_gaming_AUT. Congratulations, you've won yourself a key. I'll be in contact with you after the stream via Twitch Whispers. Our second winner is Trike Tyler, and our third and final winner is, one more drum roll, there it is. PC Gamer 1971 BIS. Congratulations, all you three. RB_gaming_AUT, Trike Tyler, and PC Gamer 1971 BIS. You've won yourself a Kugel trailer pack DLC key. We'll be in contact with you after the stream to give you your key. So make sure you have those Twitch Whispers on. And I gotta say, just like that windmill up there, I'm a big fan of the Germany Rework.
Yeah, these
I had to get that in. Hey, we had to get it in.
Yeah, these are the old areas, like from Reskin days.
Yeah, I mean, there's still like some kind of, what's like, I wouldn't call like remnants, but like some little memories from kind of like the older areas still kind of there, of course, but in a more HD and better looking fashion as well. But of course, still some things that are kind of like left in place or just up, made to look fresher or newer. But looks really, really good. It's like familiar, but it's also new and fresh at the same time. And I think that's what everybody kind of loves about these reworks. And of course, more detail and better road networks and landmarks and such as well. Every single time we've had the pleasure of kind of releasing a new phase of the Germany rework, and that goes for any other rework, both an American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator 2. We've always had such fantastic positive comments. So we definitely got to, again, thank you and the team and everybody that's been involved on these sort of projects in the Germany rework, because it's really bringing kind of like a big difference to the game that many people can enjoy. Especially for those in the base game who are just kind of driving on the base game and kind of just giving it a big refresh for them to enjoy and go check out more and new content. And I guess that's kind of like your goal, is really just to bring it to life again, right?
Yeah, and there is a lot of work ahead of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I imagine there is.
I can see
of course,
in a chat asking about UK and Prague and like a lot of places.
A lot of places. I mean, I imagine the plan is at some point eventually to get to them all at some point. But that's a risky overtake, Peter. Oh my goodness. Those poor holiday makers, almost. But the future is definitely exciting. But I imagine it's a little bit nerve-wracking for yourself what the future is as well, of course. But we're looking forward to it. And of course, we're going to give you all the latest news on our blog and our social media as well. When we're ready to announce, what's on the horizon. But for now, still some things have to be done in Germany, I imagine. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it looks really good. All right, next stop then is where did you say we're heading to? That's on the last stop.
I think we can see it now. Yeah,
it's
I
on the horizon.
We were there in one of our Let's Play live streams, and like it's you cannot even compare the old version with the new one.
Really, just that much of a difference?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Wow. Already I like it though, because of the residential areas again here.
Yeah,
just like the smaller roads, the vegetation nice. Here. It's really good. Quick question, chat. Has any of you visited Kassel or are from Kassel who are watching the stream? Let us know. Look at this bridge. Nice historical bridge as well. I guess that's like a railway line up there or something, maybe, or a train line,
probably, yeah.
It's really, really good. There's a lot of history and cultural heritage as well in this area, and there's some landmarks within the city as well. Then there's one I think we're mostly looking forward to seeing, aren't we? There's one particular area that we want to take a look at.
There is. There are actually for me like more challenging was a different area than you probably are mentioning. But let's wait for it.
Yes.
In Kassel, for example, it's one of the car industries that we just like left behind because of a city layout, a few crossroads behind us. I believe there is a large car factory, but because we wanted to connect to old road, which is on a bit different place, we needed to left this particular car factory behind. But I believe that we have enough big car factories in Germany right now that it's okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's too much of a problem. Of course, like we were mentioning earlier in the stream, space is always the biggest enemy when it comes to these things, trying to squeeze everything in as we drive along. But yeah, wonderful city. Lots of modern and old and even prehistoric kind of lots of things around. Yeah. As we drive kind of towards the city center here as well. Let's see what we can spot on the way. Of course, we've got those kind of iconic trams, and you can see a church there on the left as well. Some shops on the right.
Yeah. Actually, we needed to change or to let our road department some new tram prefabs like tram crossroads, because in this area there is a concentration of
There it is.
tram. Oh yeah, there is the historical part.
The prehistoric part,
I
yeah,
will
the
get to
dinosaur.
other part of the street.
Yeah.
Why do you
love that.
finish? I think we should finish the live stream with the dinosaur.
I think that's a good idea. I think we should park up
Okay.
in front of the dinosaur. Yeah. we'll roll it around. But yeah, absolutely. And of course, I imagine over time, a lot of kind of like workflows and practices and technologies have kind of changed, and the way that you've learned to create and rework areas. You've learned a lot of like different ways of doing things, and of course, they kind of only get better from here. And you're always kind of like raising the bar each time, which looks really, really great. Yeah, here's our prehistoric friend. This is in front of the Natural History Museum, right?
I believe so.
I believe so, yeah. Our friend the dinosaur here,
Yeah.
who stands outside.
Also, I will recommend to everyone who loves like charming places to have their garages in. The most charming place for garage is in Kassel.
Oh,
no. Well, but there's not enough time for this.
Unfortunately not. That is one thing you're going to have to go check out for yourself. And if you haven't checked out any of the Germany Rework already, then do what we did today. I recommend making a road trip through Germany and like kind of going through all of the different Rework cities. Of course, you can find all of the blogs about Rework Germany on our blog, blog.scssoft.com. And you can kind of make a road trip through all of the areas that have been reworked so far, including in today's latest update, the 1.51 update as well. I highly recommend it. And Abbe, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the stream today. I think it's been wonderful to have you to gain your insight and your knowledge. And it's always lovely to talk with you and to learn more from you as well. Again, got to thank you and the team and everybody involved for this fantastic project. And let's get a lot of love in the chat as well, for our YouTube chat and our Twitch chat as well. Let's get a lot of love here to our special guest and to the team as well for all of their work. We'd love to see some of your positive love. So thank you. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you for having me, and I will answer two questions if I may.
Please.
Peter JM1. Well, it will be one answer. I can spoil that there will be Berlin in a next map rework.
Nice.
And I believe it will be the most outstanding city in Germany, or one of the most outstandings.
Nice. I like that. That's something to look forward to. That is very exciting. That is very, very exciting. I look forward to it. I've been to Berlin quite a few times myself as well, so I'm excited to see how that will turn out in your Truck Simulator 2. But unfortunately, that is all we have time for. Thank you so much again, everybody. It's been a real pleasure having you here for the Germany Rework stream. Peter, thank you for being our driver
thank you,
today
Alex,
as
for
well.
hosting the stream.
Thank you, and also to Benny behind the scenes as well, and Mark as well. I'm not sure if he's still there.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you coming in to subscribe, to roll on in, roll on by. We appreciate you. Chat. Just one more thing though before you go. There's going to be another stream tomorrow. You're going to have 2 streams in a row. So if you enjoy today's stream, you're going to love tomorrow's stream even more. We're not going to spoil what it is. We're actually going to keep it a bit of a surprise. I think you're going to like what you see. We'll be an American truck simulator, doing trucking in maybe something new, maybe something old. Who knows? But you have that to look forward to. So until then, we hope you have yourselves a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you all again very, very soon. From all of us here at SCS Software, take care and keep on trucking. See you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.